Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the land of the rising sun. Twin Ring Motegi in Japan, site to race number 18 and the halfway point to the 2008 NRSL Coke Vanilla Cup Series season. And alongside me in the booth is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
On the front row for Duel 1 will be Henry Sanford and Mary Shelley. Henry Sanford, by getting the pole, will lock in the 88 of Jonathan Zorline, but we'll get to that later. Row 2 is Zach Rogers, Samet Ozkan, Gene Sanford, Derek Hamill, row 3 with Johnny Gardner, Amy Shelley, row 4, Sky Commons, Alge Baranowskis, row 5. And here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions.
So my prediction for today, it's going to be an interesting race. Last year, well, the first time we came, it was a crash fest. Last year, it came down to strategy. This race was 30 laps last year. This race is only 26, but we saw our pit stops around this time, and the race last year is our final row is, of course, Robert Pollard here. So it's definitely going to be interesting here. We got 2 Dish Network cars, about 2 Camping World cars, and let's see what happens through the bubble. We got 8 more races, and some of the drivers up there want to make sure they lock in. They don't run out of provisionals, and they don't want to have to sub into their teammates' cars here.
Yeah, and we have a couple drivers actually starting to run low on provisionals. The 12 is one, and then there's another person who I'm not even blanking on. They're down to 3 provisionals left. Coming into this one, cars that are locked into this are going to be the 08, 22, 49, 99, 12, and as mentioned, the 88 gets locked in. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
7 would have actually been locked in on points, but they got in through the front row, so obviously that's what happened there.
We're rolling off right now. So our 2 winners. Sorry, I missed that point in my stat sheet.
I'm guessing you're going for the former winners.
Yeah. So
Well,
Fitzwater
neither
was
one of them
yellow.
are in this duel.
Yeah, and Troy King, who won in the 60 car, the last time we seen the 60 car go victory lane here. So Japan's always interesting. You know, it took a lot. Got to take some boats to get here and stuff. Toyota's background, the Red Bull 400, and all 3 Red Bulls in the next duel.
And last year, both Red Bulls DNQ'd this race.
That's not a good omen.
I don't even know what I was going to say. Winners row, obviously there's a lot of people there. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. 87 and 66, who will be in Duel 2, are guaranteed to get in through the winners row if they need it. So,
Ooh, pace car's like an interesting arc up there.
yeah, that's the way that the pace car gets off track here. I don't get it exactly, but it's only one of 2 times that we'll see that happen today. Obviously, as the duels are caution free and field under control is 7, we're racing here at Japan. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I think I was gonna go for Motegi, but
Are you just gonna start talking Japan over here? So here comes 3 wide to the bottom. Here comes Ozkan.
Ozkan, a second place last season, trying to go to the race lead. Already 3 wide behind him.
We didn't see any crashes last year, but you gotta remember this is the first time these CLT cars have come to Japan, so definitely gonna be interesting trying to figure out the course.
Amy Shelley trying to dive bomb turn 1 now, looking for the race lead on the 7.
Yeah, we didn't still think.
Oh, that was close. 00 had an interesting line off turn 4.
Yeah, these CLTs race different. That's gonna be a wreck.
As they're 3 wide back here, 19, 25, the 13's in there as well.
Yeah, the 19 won here last year with Fitzwater behind the wheel, so they got some speeds. They're gonna hit the wall right there almost.
Well, they're keeping out of the wall at least. Isaac Flickinger now gets a spot out of that. Sky Commons as well. Last time around, the transfer spot was the 15 of Alexander Rowe, but it's not going to be that way this time around. Matt Duncan got lost the nose through 3 and 4.
So Johnny's been interesting since his win in Ontario. He hasn't made a start.
Well, I mean, the winner's row is not the easiest thing to get in through right now.
Derek
Oh,
God.
got to the rear bumper there of Hamill. Moves the 00 out of the way.
That wasn't getting to the rear bumper. That was pushing Hamill out of the way.
As Sky Commons was last scored in the transfer spot, he definitely doesn't hold that spot anymore.
Yeah.
That might be Bill Bragg Jr. that actually has the transfer spot.
Good run by Braddock right there. And seeing Sven Ozkan up there in 3rd, it's not a surprise. He got his best career finish here last year of 2nd, as Levicar up to 2nd.
Yep. That is Alge Baranowskis who got the spot away. Mary Shelley, Samet Ozkan going to be 3 wide here off turn number 2.
And the 11's not Marsha Dimes.
As I think Henry is going to be smart to try and get out of there if he can.
Yep, and here comes the 33. Missed the race last year, but they were pretty good in the D&Q race here, so definitely using those notes.
As we need to figure out the internet going on, because that is... It just happened again where your voice sped up. It's one of those things where it's like the internet allows your voice to be picked up entirely, but then it just freezes for a moment and then gives it at, like I said last week, 4x. As Will Hoyt now up to 3rd.
I'm still here.
Okay. Will Hoyt up to 3rd. Cole Deaver now to 4th. That's going to send the 8 car back to 5th. Deaver makes the move. Will Hoyt got the wall. There was a spin. Matt Duncan's got damage in the 6.
I can't tell you who spun.
I'd say one of them might have been the 6. Hard to tell. I don't see damage. Well, there is separation, so that would be one of the key signs.
Yeah, but that was a simple where the 11's dropped back.
This, right now, I think would be the battle for the transfer spot. So everyone back here is on the outside looking in.
Yeah, so let's see what happens right here. Here comes the 78 car. There's the 33.
And the 7 doesn't exactly matter. 3308 battle right now for 5th between the 2, 8, and 99.
Yeah, Tristan Kemme, he missed this race in 2006, so try to make this one here.
And looking good so far. Is Gardner going to make the move there on the inside of the 8? We had a spin on the backstretch. Looked like there was maybe some smoke, but we'll have to take a look at those. Go ahead.
It was just the chef bar, you know.
That one was, I could not even understand its sped up speed. I literally could not. Huh?
Chef bar, you know.
Oh. As Isaac Flickinger up to the top of the track. You know what, though? It's good news for Keiderman right now. Is it's an 18-car pack.
Yeah, it is good news for Keiderman to finally make the race.
Jackie Tang's up here. Samet Ozkan made a peek to the inside of the 2, but unable to make it work.
The 13 hasn't made a race since the Coke 600, so it's about time Jermaine gets their stuff together.
As Alexander Rowe going to make a peek underneath. Here comes Gene Sanford to follow through as well.
Yeah, so the pack has got separation. 18th through 19th is 4 seconds apart.
Yeah, and that probably is going to keep expanding. Because at least 18th is in the pack. 19th is nowhere close. So Keiderman trying to use that outside line to his advantage, though.
Yeah, with Dixon and the 00 back there, Hamill is in danger of DNQing, and he still has a chance to get there, so it might have to be a replacement car for him.
Ryan George also up here as well. Trying to get it there. Well, that would actually help the 00 if the 49 can.
I'm surprised the Japan officials allowed a car that ugly to come over the border.
As Gene Sanford going to try and make a move on Alexander Rowe. That is for the 11th position.
Yeah, we're coming down to 15 to go right here. Henry's actually back to the lead.
Yep. Over Amy Shelley. Cole Deaver's in 3rd. So we continue to watch the battle back here. Right now it's Jack James holding the transfer spot. Here comes Baranowskis in the 11.
Yeah, I don't want to turn that Dish Network car there.
And Keiderman right now in 16th. But gets it back into line.
You better get your stuff together, Keiderman.
As Baranowskis makes the move. Stick there on the 28 this time. Nearly contact between the 28 and the 11.
Just a little bit of contact here. I don't know if we're going to have a green flag pit stop or not.
We'll see. As Keiderman now makes a move on Ryan George stick. So good spot. Good job there for him. Gets himself some breathing room.
Pretty clean and green to it so far right here as we go by the 5,000 Honda signs.
As Brock now trying to make the move on Derek Hamill. That is for 21st spot. Pretty Shaw's cleared him.
Yeah, lot of guys back here are high in the points. The 00, the 20 is, the
The
19
19's
is,
got winners row
31.
potential.
38. Seth Cole, ouch.
Matt Duncan's back here. Matt Dixon, Brett Moma. As Amy Shelley now has gone back to the race lead. Bill Bragg Jr. from the back of the field's up to 5th spot now.
About time Braddock did something.
On the back bumper of our points leader, Mary Shelley.
Oh, man. Braddock better learn to use that. Oh, God. They almost hit the wall right there.
That was really close, yeah. Henry Sanford, I'm sure, just kind of riding a little bit, looking for his opportunities when they open, but doesn't really need to force anything.
So the gap is only 4 seconds between 19th to 18th, but there's not enough time to make that up.
4.5. Braddock now makes the move on the 08 car.
Yep, as the on jack with a 13, and some of these guys up here are going to definitely hurt some of the guy higher owner points making the race.
As Braddock had to check up, here comes Mary Shelley again on the outside.
Braddock almost put Mary in the wall there.
As that might open the door for his teammate, though, of Tristan Wilhoit to make a move as well.
Yeah, Tristan throwing it down in there.
Well, and by the way, with just as many of the cars that are high up in points back there, there's still quite a few cars that are actually high up in points that are in the field, too.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
you have the 08 that's already in right now. You have the 49 who's close to... 49's close. But you have the 99's up here racing their way in as well. I didn't see the 88 in here. 88 should have been in this duel. Oh, I see what happened.
Late engine change.
Well, no, I see what happened. 88 must have gotten placed in duel 2. Because what happened is 10th, 12th, 14th ended up in this duel.
Whoops.
So it's the odd numbers for the top 9 in points. So you have the 08, the 7, 49, 99 in this duel. And then from there it was 10th? 12th? I don't know. We'll be double checking it. Henry Sanford, though, trying to make a move for 2nd on the 33.
As you can tell, I'm not a math teacher.
It just means we'll have to double check it. Braddock now, though, turns around, makes the move on the 7. That is for 3rd. Wilhoit going to follow through as well. Braddock makes the move on the 33 as well while he's at it.
Are we sure Brendan Patterson's on the 17?
We're sure. Bill Braddock Jr. looking for 2nd here at Twin Ring on Duel 1.
See, they come right here. Can he reel down Henry there? Look at, oh no.
You mean Amy? Because they just passed Henry.
Oh yeah. Johnny coming up here in the 25 car. What heartbreaker, what teammate he's going to take out in this race?
I don't think he actually has a teammate in this race.
Poor Seth Cole.
Oh yeah. But even then, Seth's way back.
Yeah, so now the gap is still about 5.5, so they're not going to catch him.
No. It's going to take a pit stop to actually shake things up realistically there. No, it's actually still 4.5, so that gap's holding firm.
Whoa, Gardner, man.
Gardner got really close to the 08 off of turn 2. Keeps it going in the right direction.
As we pass by the 50 Honda signs again, here he comes.
Gardner makes the move. Stick there for 4th, I think. Yeah, that's for 4th. So move Mary Shelley back to 5th. Wilhoit is now in 6th. And it actually looks like there's a little bit of a gap back to that battle there between the... Oh, yeah, there is. The 11 gapping the 49.
Yeah, Ryan George falling back there.
So looks like some of the experience there for Baranowskis playing dividends, even though she's never been at this track.
Well, maybe no. No, that's not correct. She ran here last year in the Hooters race.
Oh, that's true. Looking back here, William Brock has passed Pretty Shaw. Robert Pollard has passed Derek Hamill now.
Yeah, so the back of the field. Tough break for Logan York. He was having a good few weeks. Now here comes Braddock.
That is so weird and annoying when your voice speeds up like that because of internet. Henry Sanford now makes the move for 6th on Will Hoyt.
Well, when you're about 4,000 miles apart from California, Japan, and Massachusetts, that's what happens.
Sanford not able to clear yet off turn number 4. 5 laps to go in duel number 1. Isaac Flickinger takes his shot there as well.
99 car up there out of the groove.
As Will Hoyt up on that outside line, going to try and make the move stick. Samed Ozkan going to clear for a moment at least.
Yeah, here we come down. Let's see. And then there's a separation from the about a second and a half back to Gene. So,
well, 1.2 seconds back, but that is from the 07 to the 47, and there's a little bit of separation to the 13. So. It's definitely some drivers getting into their own little zones as Will Hoyt and Isaac Flickinger battle for position.
Yeah, Jackie Tang trying to make another race here on Jack. I think he's made 1 start since his win. So I'm not positive, but I think he did.
It definitely hasn't been many. As Bill Bragg Jr. going for the race lead here at Twin Ring.
That's really good for Braddock. His best finish besides a 6th at Martinsville and a 12th is about 33rd, so it's been a struggle this year.
As Mary Shelley tries to makes the move there on Johnny Gardner. That is for 4th. Henry Sanford going to maybe try and follow through. Thinks better of it.
I think Mary has a full race point lead, doesn't she?
I think that's true. I don't remember for sure.
Yeah, the 17 hasn't won.
The gap has closed between the 11 and the 49 for 17th.
I think the last time the 17 one was Atlanta last year, right?
Yes. Well, no, they have some dual wins this season, but points-wise, yeah.
Yeah, Braddock won the first two ever dual races, actually.
As Ryan George has closed the gap a little bit on the 11.
Yeah, but I don't think Ryan doesn't want to knock the 11 out of the field.
Well, I mean, Ryan probably doesn't want to have to use a Provo. That's where it comes down to.
Yeah, that's true. Is Jack James trying to make the race here, too? Oh, God, there we go.
William Duncan has caught the 00, so that just shows you where Hamill's pace is at today.
Jesse Turner is way off the pace.
As the white flag is out for Bill Braddock Jr. here at Twin Ring. Looking for his 3rd dual win of the season.
Yeah, first one since race 3, which was, Bristol.
Yep. As Johnny Gardner all over the 08 car right now as they go down the back straightaway.
The spotters are like, we're in the race, lift. Off the corner, here comes Braddock.
Yep, coming off turn number 4, Bill Bragg Jr. is going to collect his 3rd dual win of 2008.
Nice job by the 17 team. And
Amy Shelley also races in. Cole Diva races in. Mary Shelley will race in. Gardner races in. Ozkan, Will Hoyt, Jackie Tang, Isaac Flickinger, and Peter Onjak. Gene Sanford will race in. Ethan Keiderman races in.
Thank God.
Alexander Rowe, Kira Arenthade, Jack James, and Alger Baranowskis takes on the final transfer spot.
After Ryan George. So Robert's going home. Jesse Turner.
So Ryan George will have to fall back on points. That much is confirmed.
Duncan, Turner, MoMA.
That's
Logan.
the only one actually out of this duel that does.
The bottom 3 are definitely going home. Man, Jesse Turner, 7 seconds back to the 6th. Ouch.
So, yeah. With that, what we'll do is we will put together who has raced their way in, what that means for other drivers that are not, or what that means for drivers who cannot point their way in. And then we'll bring you back for duel number 2. And we're ready to go with duel number 2. Show you a little bit of the starting lineup here as we got 20 seconds until they get the command. James Qualls is on the front row alongside Rafael Leduc, with James Qualls locking himself into the field. Sam Young and Time Pollard are row 2 with Adam Flickinger, Ali Nelson row 3. Let's go trackside for the command for the start engines in this one.
Drivers, start your engines!
Dylan Young, Jack Halleck, row 4. Jeffrey White and Kyle Matthews are in row 5. And just showing you the rest of the field as they get ready to start rolling.
And here's the side note, too. We're going to have a first time in 2 seasons a different pole sitter here at Twin Ring.
Yeah, so In the first 2 seasons, Sam Young actually had been the pole sitter, and obviously he's not even on the front row for this version, or for this running of the race at Twin Ring. In fact, actually, it will be Henry Sanford who's starting on pole because he ran a lap time of 33.111 to James Qualls' 33.132.
And will James Qualls actually take the green this time?
Well, it looks like he's going to. I mean, he's making it farther along. So some news and notes from this one, obviously. So Chris Wilson, Ryan George, Adam Flickinger, Jonathan Zorline, Jeffrey White, and Matt Dixon are currently the cars locked in. Obviously, Matt Dixon already having to fall back on his points from Duel 1 since he did not race his way in.
82 dropped the valve in qualifying.
Yeah, they had some sort of issue. O2, actually, so the O2 is going to go home. Well, here we go. We're getting ready to go green first, and we'll go through some of those if we have time. As we are racing here again at Japan.
Yeah, we only had about 2 crashes we missed, but you see on side by side there as they come into turn 1 right here. Allie Nelson gets very wide.
Yep, that 40 target dodge already up onto the 3rd line of the track. James Qualls goes wide as well. I can't talk.
Goes white?
Goes wide. That's what I meant to say. Came out as white.
Well, you think about Jeffrey White right there.
Oh, because I almost said white, and then I tried to correct myself, and by that point I already had it. Oh,
whoa,
Nelson
contact.
got the wall.
Oh, God, Allie.
That's unfortunate already. We'll have to wait, see if there's damage on the right side of the target dodge.
Yeah, Allie is 2
Looks
starts
like
away
got
from
away
Tom.
with it.
Is 2 starts away from Tom Shelley's record, so that's a tough break. It's right there. Here we go.
As already you can see the signs of how these drivers are behaving differently. We didn't really see them getting this close to each other in Duel 1, or at least if they did it off camera.
Here comes Adam McDowell to the bottom side of the racetrack.
As nearly contact back there. Couldn't quite tell who it was.
Dylan Young to the race lead right here in the 24
as Time Pollard is second, Qualls third. Mark George now fending off from last year's winner Zachary Fitzwater now for 4th.
Yeah, Fitzwater didn't fail a drug test after winning last year.
3 wide back here. At least they were. They get back down to 2 wide. I think it was Rob Evans, Shelton, and Kyle Matthews there.
Now, you said we're on race, 18, Charles?
Yeah, so this is race 18.
So, as we see the 43 car, they've only made 4 races this year. It's got to pick up the pace.
Currently in the 20th spot according to timing and scoring. Last time by, the 21 was in the transfer spot.
Yeah, I don't think Chris has choking away that championship after Kansas last year's Blues for this year for sure.
And the fact of just driving that Penske 43. It's not been a very successful
Did you just say Penske 43?
Did I say that? I meant Petty.
Can we get a timestamp for that, please, in the comments?
3 wide here. Stan Paul third, Jeffrey White, and Sam Young. Sam Young's going to be able to get that spot easily.
And remember, it's 1:30 for me and 10:30
Oh,
for Charles.
trouble, Marcus Ambrose!
Oh,
And he collects LaPlante and Nelson!
Oh,
and you see the smoke out of the 9. His day is over.
Well, Austin's going to have 8 straight DNQs now.
As Louvier was trying to go up the middle of William Flickinger and Rob Evans, that wouldn't have gone well.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Austin. He's been really struggling the second half of the season.
I'm not quite sure, but it looks like that one might have actually started on Marcus Ambrose's own fault. So, as Shelton makes a move on Zorline, there Kenny Moma also going to try and follow through as well.
Yeah, 77 got a little bit. Oh boy,
that was close. Adam Flickinger made it close quarters with Rob Evans. That is for the transfer spot. Or
yeah,
sorry,
Max.
no, just outside of it, because now Louvier is the transfer spot.
Here we go, right here. Louvier is trying to make his first race since I believe Infineon, so been a while.
77 got close to the left rear quarter panel of the 44.
And you got 77.
Flickinger now, I think, was in the transfer spot. Going to pass that over to the 44. Louvier had to lift a little bit coming off turn 4.
Yeah, it's the Ballet. The 12 car really needs to get up there because what did he be down to 1 provisional if he doesn't get here?
Yes, he would be down to 1 Provo left if they cannot race their way in, as it's not looking much better.
Right,
they're falling way oh, trouble up here.
Whoa, what a save.
Good job by LeDuc to save it. I mean, he, within reason, he still gets a lot of damage to the left side of that car, but could have lost the race car too.
Oh, Anderson and William Flickinger, close quarters racing right there.
As Adam McDowell took an interesting line coming off the corner. He's outside looking in. Gonna pass William Flickinger now for the transfer spot in that 44 car.
Yep, does we have any crazy... Oh, LeDuc is off the pace.
I think he is, yep. That damage affecting the outside pole sitter for Duel 2. And he's going to lose a spot. Max Anderson has damage to the right side of his 87 Furniture Row Chevy.
Yeah, Anderson's had a tough 2 weeks, 34th and 36th, and he's losing points to Amy like crazy now.
As now just barely on the inside of making this field. Currently, LeDuc had the transfer spot that last time by. That's going to now be held by Tim Randolph. But just as I say that, William Flickinger makes the move inside of the 60 for that 17th spot.
Yeah, because I see Henry Williams back there, the 82 car is there, and I think the 42, so yeah, definitely interesting. 42 could still technically miss this race too, so he's better get up there.
Yeah, and he could also make it to where the 31's more likely to miss this race as well.
Yeah, I think that might be a driver swap then.
Mm-hmm. With who? I don't know. As Kenny Moma now makes the move on Chris Wilson, that is for ninth position.
Yeah, Dylan Young continues. Sam Young is second with Time Pollard Fitzwater, so not surprising they're running that good.
As Zorline makes the move on Shelton, Moma trying to continue his steady move up the field.
Yep, as the AA car moves to trying to.
Tried to. Couldn't quite get alongside. Might dive bomb it into turn number 1, though. Nope. Wilson gets the drive on him. Louvier also then makes the move on Shelton. That is for 12th.
77 in the transfer spot.
Yep. And starting to maybe try and gap the 60 of Tim Randolph.
So so did the 46 come back on the track and they retired?
They are still out on track.
27's in trouble too. We didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, Jack Cal with issues. Might have been that skid marks there on the front straightaway.
Oh, that's a tough break for Halleck. He hasn't been making too many, but he got replaced. But
yeah. So there is the 27 of Jack Halleck. Meanwhile, Sam Young has caught the 24 of Dylan Young. So it's Dylan and Sam Young first and second in the duels. Fitzwater's going for third now on Time Pollard.
Yeah, Fitzwater 1 year last year with pit strategy. Here he comes down the inside. Sam had the race almost won, but he had to pit on the last lap. So, almost contact.
As that would be interesting if that'd be interesting for the family there if the 34 and 24 collided.
Oh yeah, wasn't Robert and Dylan battling at Vegas a couple weeks ago too?
Probably. I think so. Wait, what do you mean 34 and 24?
I mean in the truck race, Robert's in the 26 and then Dylan in the 2.
Might have been, I don't know. Looking
Kenny
like
Moma's
it's single file though right now. These guys kind of know what's going on. Meanwhile, actually, Tim Randolph has just passed Adam McDowell for 17th, so now the 60 is in the field and it's taking a spot away from the 87. Can Adam McDowell use this to his advantage? Yes, he can.
Yeah, good job. Anderson can get in on the thing. Adam McDowell can't. Real, this ain't gonna work.
Oh, that was close with the 60.
Yeah, Adam McDowell has been kind of wreck prone this year, so.
Max Anderson now going to pull the crossover on the 44.
Yeah, and here they come down here. And no, boy.
Oh, that was close. Rob Evans looking on right now, trying to find a way around these guys. He's going to try and take advantage, go for 18th. Might try and follow the 87 through and take a spot away from the 48. 48 now holds the transfer spot.
But he's getting way loose up there. That might lead to a wreck right there.
Rob Evans going to take advantage. He's going to get a spot away from the 48. Adam McDowell going to follow underneath as well.
Yeah, that's tough right for Kyle. The 48 number's never won in the series before.
You say Kev?
No, I said Kyle.
I swear it sounded like you said Kev.
We don't need to talk about that guy. So here comes the 40.
As JT Bryant also going to follow through. Rob Evans now trying to take a spot away from the 87. That is for 16th spot and to get at least one spot off of the bubble.
Rob Evans also won 7 straight DNQ, so he's trying to make a race finally.
As Evans going to clear the 87, that's going to open the door for the 44 of Adam McDowell, who's not going to be able to hold the nose there. He's going to have to fall back in line.
Yeah, so if the 87 falls out, that means somebody high in the points are going to the house.
Probably.
Steve Pollard, if he gets in, and then that's really going to throw a monkey wrench in it.
82 is currently in 19th. JT Bryant in 20th on the outside looking in. Here comes Adam McDowell looking for a way to get around the furniture of Chevy number 87.
Yeah. And here we go. There he goes. What a power move. You get such a good run on that bottom side of the racetrack. Now here comes Steve Pollard trying to execute on that move.
Now can the 87 pull the crossover though on the 44? 44 got the move done through 3 and 4. Here comes the 87 back at him. Not going to be able to find an opening yet.
Yeah, it's already coming here. Sam Young is actually taking the race lead. I don't know if
we mentioned
that
one already. We actually
that.
saw him do it. Fitzwater still third. It's Time Pollard and Stephen Pollard third, fourth, and fifth. Mark George sixth. James Qualls is seventh. Jeffrey White eighth. Kenny Moma and Jonathan Zorline ninth and 10th. Did someone blow up?
I don't think so. Nope.
Nope.
The one car's falling back.
Leduc has fallen to 25th now with that damage.
Abrahamian needs to race in.
Yes, he does.
So he's not good. Oh no, that's gonna be a crash.
Steve Pollard to the back bumper of the 87. That's not going to be what Max Anderson needed.
Yeah, he keeps dropping, but this is his second attempt at this track, I believe.
True, but like we said, is locked in through the winner's row, so there is that benefit.
Yeah, that helps somebody else the points right
well,
there.
No, it doesn't really. That's it'll actually more hurt people.
Yeah, so the next car ahead of him, if they get by the 60 car, that's all 3 of these guys. That's going to hurt some spots.
As Anderson now trying to pull the crossover, 77 trying to make a move on the 43 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, the 22 was in danger in Provo Land too, so they're having a good run.
As 22 is currently running in 12th position. William Flickinger clears Louvier, no issues there. 5 laps to go here at Twin Ring.
So if all these guys pass him and the 60 falls out, the 82 is going to knock somebody high in the points out.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Adam McDowell is going to be helping knock someone else high up in points out,
If
too.
they take each other out, they might not do it. Here they come.
Well, Max Anderson was looking on to that. Wouldn't have minded them crashing each other out realistically.
So Adam McDowell...
Oh, that was close with McDowell and Evans.
I was going to say it was showing patience with talent, but I guess I spoke too soon.
As McDowell had to lift a lot there off turn number 4. Here comes the 82 of Steve Pollard.
Yeah, don't go to the outside, Steve.
Thinks better of it. But loses the nose there. That's going to open the door for the 87.
Yo!
Maybe, never mind.
Now, Steven's listed 18th. What are we taking, 16th or 17th?
Oh, we're taking top 17.
Yeah. So 09 car trying to come down here, and now the 60 falls back. That's huge.
As the 09 and the 60 battling for 15th. Evans looking for a way around him. Sam Young still leads.
Another family 1-2. We got the 1-2, and then Fitzwater just breaking up the family train.
Yeah, basically. Well, Steve Pollard ain't helping it either.
No,
as you can see, the tires starting to wear a little bit. William Flickinger now made a move on Jessica Shelton. Thinks better of it.
Go, Chris.
Shelton trying to make a move on the 22. Not going to be able to do so.
Yeah,
2 laps to go at Twin Ring. This time by, it's Adam McDowell still holding the transfer spot here in that UPS 44.
Yeah, Steve's got to put the afterburners on.
Can Rob Evans make a move on the 60? The 60, you can see him washing up the track a little bit through 1 and 2.
He gets alongside him. That's going to be it for the 60. They're going to blow by him. Here they go.
Evans is there. Can't make a move yet.
Steve Pollard is there too.
As the 60 took a weird line there.
It worked.
Almost thought he was going to pit.
I would have been good.
As right now, Sam Young has taken the white flag. And he has got a decent gap over Dylan Young. That's, what, 2 car lengths?
Get ready for this in the race.
As Sam Young's got 2 more corners to navigate here.
Get some sponsorship for this man, too.
The unsponsored Front Row Motorsports car is going to go to Victory Lane in Duel 2. Sam Young coast to Victory Lane. Dylan Young second. Fitzwater is going to race his way in third. Stephen Pollard third, got 4th away from Time Pollard. Mark George races his way in. Jeffrey White races in. Kenny Moma, Jonathan Zorline races in. Chris Wilson, Jessica Shelton, William Flickinger, Chris Louvier. It is going to be Tim Randolph, Rob Evans, and Adam McDowell racing their way in. Max Anderson's going to have to fall back on the winner's row. The 42 will have to maybe fall back on the winner's row as well.
He might not even have the winner's row.
And coming down there is your race winner. Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, the 12 is down to 1 more provisional. It was definitely a good race. Sam Young pulled away. I'm not surprised. Good battles when the tires start wearing. This race is going to be 37 laps longer, so it's a good test session for everybody. Chris Louvier makes his 5th race of the season, guys. So excited for Chris. And it's actually his first non-road course or short track start. Kenny Moma is going to make a start. Adam McDowell 2 in a row. Rob Evans his first start in 8 races. Good run for Jeffrey White backing up Zorline from his win last week with a 10th. So it's going to be a 67-lap race. The pit stops are going to be
65.
interesting. Oh, a 65-lap race. Definitely a long race. Going to be better than next weekend at least. Dylan Young in second. I look for some of the guys maybe who are good at tire wear and managing the race to be up there first. And we could have a couple cautions sprinkled in there because we saw some wrecks in the backstreet because they get a little tight off the corner and some of the rookie drivers don't have to run the seam. We got a Hooters race coming up. I wonder if Fitzwater can sweep the week again. But we'll see what happens. You know, we got to go hit the sushi bar after this, and then we're going to watch.
I just noticed
racing.
Max Anderson is the devil confirmed. He's even more the devil than Simet Ozkan from a few weeks ago.
Oh, my God. He really is the devil. Alrighty, then. So it's time to go before El Diablo gets us.
So with that, congrats to Sam Young and... Oh, crap. Why do I always blank on who's Duel 1 whenever by the time we get to this point?
Bill Braddock Jr.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So congrats to Sam Young. 1734. 17 times 2.
Illuminati confirmed by Max Anderson.
So with that, congrats to Bill Bragg Jr. and Sam Young on their dual wins. Congrats to Henry Sanford and James Qualls for the front row starting spots. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Those both help the algorithm, apparently. Subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan291 for Stephen Paul III. You've been watching a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. See you in hell, Anderson.